Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you doing okay. And look, पाकिस्तान इंडिपेंडेंस डे एक मौका है याद दिलाने का कि यू आर फ्रॉम ए कंट्री, यू आर फ्रॉम ए कम्युनिटी एंड यू नीड टू celebrate, or even if you're not celebrating, if you're not, maybe just gather some thoughts that you actually part of that community. Okay, you cannot change your identity from where you born or from where you arrive in this country, or you are arriving in this country if you haven't got a visa. Tomorrow, Independence Day, I had a small chat with the Pharmacy Guild president. He's happy to share some thoughts on Pakistan Independence Day. So let's see tomorrow, maybe some sort of activity from Pharmacy Guild to boost the confidence for pharmacists who are actually working or who are willing to work in Australia and who are from Pakistan region. So just keep an eye on all Pharmacy Guild platforms and also platforms from Trend to Me. And this can only be possible, or you can only see that if you are digitally active, if you are communication two ways, if you are connected with those stakeholders, which is very important. Okay, so keep an eye on that, and let's see if that happens. Yesterday I made a video with a very clear feedback, and the resistance or the acceptance that beside we need health professionals, especially pharmacists in this country, many of you not getting in the system. Two reasons, clearly two reasons. One is that your communication skill is not at all matching the requirement. Forget about your PTE, right? Forget about your IELTS, forget about your schooling, forget about your pass gaps, forget about your APRA. Communication skill is the number one skill which employer want to see if they want you to work with them, because the feedback is that from previous experiences that they have ruined the business. They are not committed. First of all, when we talk, we commit. It's not about agreements or documentation that we need to follow. Commitment. If you don't fulfill the commitment with them, which providing you a platform to come into the industry or into the pharmacy, nobody will want to teach you. Nobody. Don't think that you have passed the caps and there's the obligation that pharmacies will take you and train you. No, it's not like that. What you can provide them, what you can make a difference in Australian community pharmacy system, especially in regional remote area. Don't target yourself towards bigger city stores or bigger city companies. Target yourself to the regional, because the visa or whatever the Australian immigration is highlighting or inviting or giving those EOI, or they have given those EOI previously, is not for you to get a visa. It's for you to come and serve and match the requirement of the need of community pharmacists in this country. Okay, you are coming to work in Australia, right? So you need to start speaking, you need to start listening, and you need to start understanding what is the communication level you require, right? That's very important. But in contrast, what is happening? Visas nahi aa rahe. We are not getting visa. Visa mil jaye, baki sab khair hai. बाकी चीज़ें कोई तैयार नहीं करनी किसी ने. Nobody will care about communication. Nobody will care about courses. Nobody will care about what is actually required until unless someone bang on your head and give you a tough time and ask you to upgrade your skills, and then you will realize, oh, I'm 10-year experienced pharmacist. I have triple degrees after my pharmacy degree, like PharmD. Even many of you have done PhDs. They think they have done the remarkable work in this industry, but that's fine. That's for your own satisfaction. But to satisfy these employers, to satisfy the Australian community where you're coming to work to serve, what will and how you will justify that requirement. How? Can you please tell me, does your IELTS or PTE 8-band score will be showing off you, or your way of communication will showing off you that you are a reasonable person to work in this country in Australian community pharmacy? So think about that. I made that video. I was feeling a bit embarrassed when I received that message, and I have received that message prior as well. I've said that last year as well. I try to defend overseas pharmacies on every forum wherever I go, but there's a limit. There's a limit to understand or limit to receive that feedback, because I'm trying to fill the gap of the excitement that people are getting after passing CAP. That's fine, but there are a lot more things to learn. There are a lot more things to wear. You know, you wear a dress, so you need to look like that you seems like an Australian ready workforce person. You need to look fresh. You need to be having a bath in the morning and look fresh every morning when you come. Don't assume that you will come with the clothes that you have used yesterday. These are the minor things which I feel embarrassed when I teach this to pharmacists. These are the things which any professional should know. And when these things happen, when these sort of small things happen, where teammates of that organization say a bad word, oh, that pharmacist smells, that pharmacist can't understand, that pharmacist ruined that communication level for that customer, and that that customer has moved away from our pharmacy. So that actually hurting. That really hurts. First of all to you, because when a person like you has done that, the next person who's bringing a resume, they have built up a imaginary blockage wall. So that is actually breaking. To break that wall, that imaginary, whatever the blockade mindset they have made for overseas pharmacies, is very hard to break. But you can do it. But again, you need to do your communication skill to a very high level. Watch television. Watch Australian parliamentarian session, which is available on ABC television. Watch that. Spend 1 hour. Watch ABC News. Watch Channel 9 News. They're all available on YouTube. They're all available on internet. Daily, watch it and try to copy. Try to rehearse. If that person can say those things in that way, why you can't do it? Things like that. And you have to do it. You can't avoid that. You can't stay away. Don't feel that I'm from that origin and I can't learn that accent. You can learn the accent. I met one young fellow, 22-year-old in Adelaide. He was driving a cab. He arrived here 3 years ago, and by talking to him, I could not pick up that he is a Pakistani. He was looking like an Aussie boy, and when I see his name, I realize, oh, this is a Pakistani name. And I asked him, are you from Pakistan? But he kept talking to me in Aussie way, Aussie accent, and Aussie way of English. I was really impressed. First of all, that's good to know, because he has developed that level of communication in spending time here, right? So this is what I'm trying to say to you. This is what I'm trying to make you realize, that communication skill is #1 skill to be there, to learn, to get into workplace. And you know that video that I made yesterday was true feedback. And I was in meeting where workplace pharmacy guild managers gave me a feedback of their own experience about telling that these English test results which overseas pharmacists bring does not make any sense to us, because that test result is no meaning to them, because a person can't talk or can't speak in English, which is required here in their pharmacies. So you can imagine that that's another big mob. The leaders, they have that perception. When the leaders of our community pharmacy have that perception, how you will make a difference. You need to start thinking, oh my God, passing caps is one thing, getting work is one thing, but how are we going to impress these employers, and how are we going to impress these teammates who are going to work with you, and how are we going to impress those customers, especially those people who may have some hearing issue. They may not be able to hear you when you're speaking in a very low tune. So you need to match that requirement. Low tune, like speaking in a very low volume, speaking too soft. These are the things which need to be modified, which need to be upgraded. So I think I have arranged Speaker Institute of Australia, their leaders, to offer some free sessions, like 6-hour session in Adelaide and a couple of hour session in Zoom. If you haven't attended that, I shared those training links. Why I did that? Just to assist you or assist my community who actually engage with me to upgrade your qualification, to match the expectation here, to make your communication better. All right, I think I have enough mention about communication skill. Hope this will bring a revolution and make yourself digitally active. And you know, I got so many messages about CAPS preparation for November. CAPS preparation is just very simple. If you come to the group, do study every hour, 1 hour every day with our team, and do 2-hour study for your own on your own pace every day. 2 months are sufficient enough for you to pass the exam, but there are some conditions. We like to see a video from you which tell me that your communication is sufficient enough. Your communication tell me that what is your aim to come to Australia and how you're going to mix with the Australian culture. Okay, and I like you to connect with me in all of our social media platforms. Multicultural Australian Pharmacy Foundation page. If you're from Pakistan, make sure you in the Pakistani Australian Facebook group, which also a very important group. And we also create a multicultural Facebook group for every other national pharmacist who want to be part of our learning program, and it's all free. And you know that use of TikTok, use of Twitter, use of LinkedIn, use of Instagram, use of Facebook pages, Facebook group. These all are like a platform or like a highway of information which take you to speed up your journey towards Australian community pharmacy workforce. That's it. This is what I want to say. And hopefully who is smart enough, who is just not after the visa, because if you're planning just for visa, that means that you are not planning to work in Australia. That means that you're planning to work to serve in the Uber industry, where you can deliver food to people who spend money and they don't cook food. So that's a very easy job here for people who come here. If you like to do that kind of work, then my all conversation, my all learning program will be not for you. You need to find some other people who can train you, who can explain you, who can make you better. And people who don't understand the reality, what I'm trying to teach, and my teaching are not for those people as well. So that's why some of them are not getting any response from me, because they are not even going through this all platform information which I have created to serve you. And I come across some people who been approaching me. I gave them an opportunity to meet me or to come and serve as a volunteer, and after that they disappear, they're not responding. So these are actually not for those who actually don't give a commitment or don't give a value for these free option. I wish that commitment part should be strictly followed, but this is not a problem that I face, but a lot of pharmacy owners in Australia. If you remember, I made a video in Gold Coast with some Pakistani pharmacy owners, and they also said about the same thing, commitment. If you committed with someone, you need to stick with that rather than just take it as a short-term benefit. All right, take care. I'm going for a wonderful Terry White full-day training at Adelaide Convention Center right now. I'm wearing my new white jacket today, and let's see what we can learn today. And if I learn something good, I will share. If I share, take it. If you want to upgrade yourself, bye bye.